I just want to do an update on the our Nursolarium, our nursery and solarium. I'm standing in it now. I've been working on it for 2 weeks again with renewed fervor. We got a big delivery of concrete blocks, insulation. Where's the insulation? Oh, it's up there. In the last, last week, I spent putting all this insulation up with the plastic, with the strapping. You can see there's OSB strapping here. So this strapping, I had done this all before, and and it stayed up for, I don't know, a month or two maybe, and then just started one day just falling down. All the plastic, all the staples were popping, pop, 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 and the weight of the insulation just came out and just dumped all the insulation on the floor. It was great. Now I'm using all this strapping I got from, oh, there's a nail that's not. Go get a hammer, look at that. So I installed the chandelier I mentioned in the last update, and that works really nicely. I have a little more to do here, but I put in, the siding, and I painted all that. I painted the door white to reflect the light, and it is visibly brighter in here already. So I looked at the rocket stove and the placement of it. What I was gonna do is have it come down here and terminate, and then turn around. Not terminate, just turn around. That's 180 degrees. That's 290 degrees. And then come all the way back 40 feet. Salvage these from the recycling center. So these are going to go underneath to warm the barrels as be part of the exhaust of the rocket stove. But I actually went through the numbers now that I'm about to do it, and the pipe length can't be that long horizontally. It just would not work out. So what I'm going to do is with the rocket stove, which is the coup de grace of this project. We're not quite there yet, but I'm already thinking about it. I think the rocket stove is actually going to go here, which is the center of the room. So it's centrally located. It's convenient to these steps. You come right down here. I could move this railing theoretically, and have we could cook on top of here if we wanted to. Have our fuel put in here. That way, it's right in the center of the room. So the heat would be distributed evenly. But its exhaust is going to go now, instead of a double tube all the way there and back, it's just going to go under here, and we're going to have barrels here or barrels over here, and then the other part will be a bench made out of cob. Cob is like an earthen material that you can make. It's a really good thermal mass. It will hold it. A lot of people do that with rocket mass heaters. They make a bench. So we're going to make a nice bench that it will be warm. You can hang out here in the sunlight. It's just a great space to be in, but its real purpose is to heat barrels. So I want to do an experiment with this. Gonna kind of see what the reflectivity is if I get a good sunny day. I want to see with the temperature gun what the difference is between this and this. Let's let that heat up for a few minutes. I'll get the temperature gun and we'll just check it out. I want to see the difference between black and blue. Anyway, this is all moving. I've decided I'm going to put all the barrels just right on the stone. I'm going to level this out all the way to here. The garden box is going to come from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chambers now. We're going to leave the last 3 off to leave this room. This will be like a 12 by 12 space in here. Just a nice place to be. It's the least sunny part of it. At the end of the day, the shadow starts creeping in this way and washing back. So I'm excited. I've been wanting to get this done for several years now, and it's time for this. And so winter has been delayed because climate change and everything, but we got snow. It was 60 degrees yesterday though, but we got snow today. It's looking more like December. Temperature gun. Black 72.5, 72.3. Blue 70.3. Black 71.7. 72. Oh, 72. Blue 69.6. I noticed this is all black here, right? And this is white. So let's see what we get with that. We get 49.8 on the insulation. And on the black wall, 56.8, 57 maybe. So you can see there's significant temperature difference. You know, it's significant enough. You know, a couple, 5-6 degrees can make all the difference for plants if you had plants in here, which we will in the future. What I'm doing today is, first of all, I'm ordering a temperature recording thing. I want to record the delta T between the outside and here, between here and the inside of the house, which is pretty easy. And then also what the barrel water temperatures are. And I want to get data on that. I was doing it by hand last year with chalk on the board, and I was dedicated. I was doing it every day for about 3 weeks, and it just became very taxing. So, you know, we could buy a little robot to do that for us now. And as I add thermal mass and improve things, it's insulated now, and the ventilation problem's solved because that's all above the plastic now, and it's going into the house and going up there. I watched these chambers breathe. The other day it was very windy, and they were breathing. The plastic was sucking in and out, so I know it's working. So the way I think I'm going to attack this, I did a lot of changing last night. I was looking at things. We had a permaculture class, and I kind of cut out during the question thing because I just couldn't get my mind off the project. I'm going to start digging out this stone and piling it up here. These won't be here, that won't be here. This is just a mess. Digging stone out from here and then filling it in this area and see how high that comes up. Dig and fill because the wall's going in here. We want to dig down to the soil. So I want to see what that volume does. I mean, I can guess it's about 1/3 of the volume. So that should theoretically come up, you know, a 1/3 of the height. But that's all I could do is to dig that out, put that there, and then start finding the height at which the barrels are actually going to sit. And then I can start putting barrels in, leveling them, make sure it's nice and level, and then filling them with water. Once I fill them with water, then they're going to start working. They'll start collecting sunlight in the daytime and releasing it at night. It's all insulated where the garden bed will be, that whole area. And the polycarb has, I think it's like an R3. So it's 1-inch polycarb. Ultimately, we want to make this a off kitchen. The kitchen's right there. Off kitchen, we just can scroll right down and get some greens. You know, oh, you need some lettuce, you need some salad. What do you need? Oh, okay, some radicchio. Fine. Just get it, because it'll be here. Anyway, just real excited. I'm going to keep doing updates. So if you want to follow the progress on our Passive Solar Solarium or Nursery or Greenhouse or whatever you want to call it, then please subscribe. And I'll be putting out a video about once a week. Maybe more if I can, as things go. But in the meantime, I got to get busy and start moving 200 cinder blocks. Thank you for watching.